So let's talk about the very bedrock of India, that single document that shapes our lives in ways we probably don't even think about. It's so fundamental that it's easy to just take it for granted. But what if we start by asking a really provocative question?
I mean, really, just stop and think about that for a second. Imagine if the entire framework that holds our country together just wasn't there. How would anything get done? How would we make decisions? Who would be there to protect our rights? It's a pretty unsettling thought, isn't it?
Because without a constitution, we'd basically be trying to navigate this huge, complex country completely blind, with no map. It'd be like we're all playing this incredibly high-stakes game, but with no rules and no referee to call a foul. Just total chaos where nobody knows who has power, what our rights are, or what we're supposed to do. Thankfully, that's not our reality. We aren't just navigating in the dark. All of that potential chaos is held back by one incredibly powerful thing, the Constitution. And it serves as the supreme law of the land.
So, what does that actually mean, supreme law? Well, at its very core, it means the Constitution is the highest law there is. It's the ultimate authority. Every other law, every government action, every court decision, it all has to fall in line with the Constitution. Nothing, and I mean nothing, can overrule it. A really great way to think about it is as the nation's official rulebook. It's this one comprehensive guide that lays out exactly how the whole country is supposed to operate. And this rulebook, it has 4 really fundamental jobs.
First, it draws the whole blueprint for how our country's system will run, our parliamentary democracy. Second, it clearly defines how the government itself will function, splitting it into the legislature that makes the laws, the executive that carries them out, and the judiciary that interprets them. Third, and this is a big one, it determines who gets to hold power, and crucially, it puts limits on that power so it can't be misused. And finally, number 4, it lays out all of our rights and our duties as citizens. It's basically the entire operating manual for our society.
And here is probably the most important part of having a supreme rulebook. Everyone has to play by the rules. There are absolutely no exceptions. Nobody gets a free pass. And when I say everyone, I mean the highest institutions in the land. We're talking about the parliament, the government, even the courts. All 3 of them are bound by the Constitution. Nobody is above the law. This is really the heart of the matter right here. Every single person, every institution has to work within the boundaries that the Constitution sets. It's the ultimate check on power, and it makes sure that the system is there to serve the people, not the other way around.
So, when you put all these pieces together, you start to see that the Constitution isn't just some old legal document sitting in a library somewhere. No, it's something way, way bigger than that. It is the very foundation of our nation. And you can see how this works directly. The Constitution provides a clear system for government, and that builds the foundation for our democracy. It provides rights and duties for every single person, and that builds the foundation for equality. And by creating one supreme law for everybody, it builds the foundation for stability. The rules in the book directly create the values we all live by. At the end of the day, the Constitution is the solid ground that we all stand on. It's what allows a country as incredibly diverse and complex as India to not just work, but to actually thrive as a democratic, equal, and stable society. And that really leaves us with one final thought to take away. This powerful foundation, it isn't just some abstract concept, right? It affects you, personally, every single day. So think about it. From your right to vote to your freedom to speak your mind, how does this foundation show up in your life? It's worth thinking about.